The New York Mets have, for the first time all year, lost four in a row. And half of these losses you could pin on one dim-witted son of a bitch named Carlos Mendoza on Friday against Tampa. 5-1 lead, sixth inning. What's he do? Pull Clay Holmes. You're thinking, okay, maybe he brings in Huascar Brazaban. Nope. The dumbass motherfucker instead brings in Paul Blackburn and then Max Crank. What happens? They get shellacked and the game ends 7-5 Tampa. Next game. In fairness, this one's not on him. It's more an injury to Tyler McGill, and they lose 8-4. Sunday, self-explanatory shit game, gets shut out 9-0. But tonight has become the straw that breaks this camel's back. Up 4-1, bottom 8. At this point, 83 pitches, you'd think he'd pull Peterson. I mean, a complete game shutout in his last outing against Washington. Now would be a good time to pull him. Nope. Instead, he leaves him in for two more batters that get on base via walk and a single, brings in Reed Garrett, who walks the bags load, gets 2 outs, and then gives up a bases clearing double to Marcell Ozuna. And now in the 10th, game over on a RBI sac fly by Austin Riley. This game was in the bag, and that motherfucker once again decides to gamble it away. Mendoza, what is it going to take to get you through your thick fucking skull? Stop pitcher gambling! I get you went the opposite approach of what screwed you over on Friday, but this was not the time to do that. If you take Peterson out before that bullshit, instead of bringing him back out and put Garrett in at the start of the 8th, then maybe the Mets win that game. I don't know. But maybe now you've gotten your head out of your damn ass. The only saving grace about tonight is that Miami beat Philadelphia, ending their 4-game winning streak. But let me put it like this, you dumbass. If I have to fly my ass down to Atlanta with a shot collar in hand, wrap it around your damn neck, and fry you every time you do another dumbass bullpen gamble, I'd be more than willing to do it. Because you are like a dog, Mendoza. You cannot be cured of your gambling habit. And like a dog, you're only going to respond to discipline. I mean, trust me, the Flag Day LGBTQT Pride Month bullshit stunt was hard enough for me to stomach. And that's more on Met management, on Met's upper management than it is on you. But my point is, Mendoza, this bullshit pitcher gambling has got to fucking stop. You've seen in 2 of the last 4 games, it's bitten you in the ass. Why do you keep going back to it? I'm getting fed up with it. If we lose the lead because of your boneheaded gambles again, like we did last month, which bled over from the end of April where you split a series you should have swept in Washington because of your dumbass gambling. Why is it you can't stop yourself from gambling? You really are a dog, Mendoza, and like a dog, you're only going to respond to fucking discipline of the worst possible kind. And if I have to be the one to administer the discipline, and keep in mind, folks, I'm not threatening to kill him. I am threatening, however, to discipline him for his boneheaded incompetence. I want to go down that road, but I may have to, if only to get you to stop fucking gambling. Hell, I'll even go as far as giving you the fucking Ludovico treatment. For those who don't know what that is, screw off, cheeseburger. The Ludovico treatment is basically isn't one of the most inhumane ways of rehabilitation. You strap someone down to a chair, hold their eyes open, and put them in front of a hypnodisc. And then you place a suggestion in their heads that stops them from doing from forming a habitual behavior. In Mendoza's case, moronic pitcher gambling, and then he will be too scared to roll those kind of dice. He will be cautious, he will be restrained, and above all, far more logical. Burger, I'm not in the mood right now, okay? Is it too much to ask for this team to hire a manager who does not gamble away games just because he's a hubristic numbskull from the Aaron Boone learning tree? Is it too much to ask for a manager who will hold himself accountable when something like that goes awry instead of blaming it on the players? If I thought Friday's fuck up was bad, tonight's fuck up was 10 times worse. And Mendy's gonna die, and Mendy gonna get his ass kicked for it. It's where you make a decision to use one pitcher who either gets overtaxed or put a pitcher who's not in a situation where he's ready for it, right? And this decision blows up in your face. And Mendoza is the living embodiment of pitcher gambling, a habit that nearly cost the Mets a wild card spot last year. And I do not want him to do this to cost them a division title this year. This bullshit is making my hair gray faster than I could keep tabs on it. So I'm warning you now, Mendoza. Stop the gambling, or I'll call the guys with the white coats and the nets. They'll strap you down to a chair, hypnotize you, and then you'll be too big of a chicken shit to pull a stunt like this ever again. You know, I was originally considering flying down to Atlanta myself and pulling an Etsy Auditory on Manfredo. Manfred, aka the husband of the first love of Ezio's life, Christina Vespucci, in the Assassin's Creed games. Just before he leaves, he basically terrifies Manfredo into being a good husband and never get to Christina and never gambling ever again. Because that was one of the things that Christina was worried about. Manfredo's gambling habit. And I would dangle you right over the edge of the chop house. Basically tell you, drag you back eye to eye to my face and tell him you're never going to gamble away games like that ever again. Do you understand me, you motherfucker? Or I could drop you from somewhere far worse than the roof of the chop house. The Mets need to rebound and fast. And unfortunately, tomorrow it's Paul Blackburn against Chris Sale. After Blackburn got roughed up last time out because he wasn't ready for a long relief like that, I'm not sure if the Mets can even win this one, but I'll be praying for them because God has been pretty deaf to me lately with this team. Comment, like, and sub. I'm going to go to bed soon. I'm done. Goodbye. Good fucking night. Bang.